This is Algebra Chapter 1, covering data analysis. Here's the warm-up that will be available on your Schoology assessment. Our objectives today are to review the mean, median, mode, and range of a set of data. Here we have given data sets, and we're going to be talking about mean, median, mode, and range. So here's a quick review of what each of those items is defined as. So the mean is when we're looking at the average of a set of data. And in order to find that average, we first need to find the sum of the data where you add up all the values. And then we divide by the number of numbers in that set of values. For the mode is the item in the set of data that is the most often occurring. And sometimes you can have more than one mode. For example, if you had a list of numbers and two of those numbers came up the same amount of times, maybe they both showed up 3 times, but you could also have no mode if all of the values only occurred once. The median of a set of data is when you arrange them from smallest to largest, it's the value in the middle. Now sometimes when you have an even number of numbers in your set of data, you can't actually find the middle in that particular list. So if you have an even number or even set of data, you have to find the middle of your 2 middle numbers. And so you want to find the average between those 2 middle numbers. And the last one is the range. And the range is when we do the maximum value from the data set minus the minimum value. Now our next term is the term outliers, and outliers are values that are kind of unusual from the normal set of data. They're usually very high compared to the rest of the numbers or very low. So outliers are the unusual numbers. And here we have some examples. So in our first example, we're given a set of data and we want to find the mean, median, mode, and range. So first thing I like to do is arrange them from smallest to biggest so that I've got my data set covered. So I've gone ahead and arranged them from smallest to biggest, and now I'm going to calculate the mean. So the first thing I'm going to do is add up all of my terms and to get the sum, and that comes out to 98. And then I'm going to take that value of 98 and I'm going to divide by the number of terms that I have. So I just count each one, and it turns out that I have 12 terms in this data set. When I take 98 divided by 12, I get 8.16 repeating. So that would be my mean, or my average. When I go to calculate the median, I've already got everything lined up from smallest to biggest, so I just need to find the middle number. And unfortunately, since 12 is an even number of numbers, I have these 2 values that are in the middle. So I actually want to find the middle between 6 and 7. So to do that, we just take the average. So I'm going to add the 2 values together and divide by 2 because there are 2 terms. And so my average comes out to 6.5. For the mode, I'm looking for the number that occurs the most often, and that is the number 4. It occurs twice. And then the range is the biggest number minus the smallest number, or the maximum minus the minimum. So my range comes out to a value of 20. So now it says you give it a try. So take a moment, pause the video, and try this to see if you can get the correct answers for the mean, median, mode, and range. So hopefully you took some time to try it out, and here are the answers. The mean comes out to 25.4 repeating. The median comes out to 24. There is no mode in this case because each of the terms shows up only once, and the range is 32. And here's the homework that goes with our data analysis section.